good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in whatever part of the world you are in. And welcome to the Being Your Own CEO Success Circle. We get together because we like sharing our knowledge, we like experimenting, and we like each other's company to some degree as well. And sometimes we do a little business together. and so this morning we are going to be talking about YouTube Shorts. However, let's do some introductions first. So, Vivek, I think you were here first.
Namaste. My
Namaste.
name is Vivekanand. Literally, it means wisdom and happiness. I am proud to share my belief with Steve Jobs and Leonardo da Vinci, who said simplicity is the ultimate in sophistication. I aim to bring time tested wisdom and happiness together into your business and life by unifying, simplifying, and amplifying simple technology and tools. Wake Technology is my company. Together, let us wake up our potential. So that's my elevator pitch. and I am in England, United Kingdom. The weather has been quite cold the last few days, at least for me. There was a threat of snow, but yeah, threat. It didn't happen really, but it was quite cold and all that. But so that's the weather report, and here I am.
Right on. Welcome here. I'm happy you're here. And by the way, I might just mention that our distribution system called Chipmunk uh, that I'm using for this success circle was designed by Vivek, and he helps me maintain it. So we were on this morning doing some adjustments. I'll tell you more about that shortly. So, David, how would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dave Flannery. I'm with Affordable Websites for Small Businesses, where we make websites affordable for people in local business. Um, I am here in Rock Falls, Illinois. It is presently about oh, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll let you guys convert it to Celsius. Um, and the wind's blowing is about 20 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. So we have a nice wind chill, probably down to 15 below, somewhere around in there. So back to you, LowellAnn.
Right on. Thank you, David. And Fred, I see you must be using something different because your picture is kind of foggy.
Yes, I didn't get the lamp. I'll go and get a lamp, and it'll make a big difference, I think. I just rushed here amongst all my duties with looking after 6 dogs and 1 cat in 2 houses. It's been quite a educational period for me this past week, I can assure you. I'm still trying to work it out because I thought maybe the dogs would get along, but no, that didn't work. So now I have to keep them separate. And anyway, I'm Fred Jones, the creator of Our Future Leaders, where we assist our youth to become the leaders that our world needs by helping them with communication and leadership skills. I'm currently in Langford, where it's 8 degrees. I believe it's going up to 9 degrees, which is pleasant because the snow has almost all melted because we had a lot of snow. And we're now apparently going to get a lot of rain.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, Fred, I heard on the radio this morning lots of warnings about the amount of rain that's going to happen. But it is nice and warm, or warmer. So, well, I'm glad you made it in between all your other tasks. So I might just say something about what's going on with me. I'm LowellAnn Fuglsang, and I have just been through the process of combining two websites into one. And so you notice that I have a different banner up there. And at one stage of the game, I probably will do a little success circle about the process of what it took to combine these two websites. I am almost finished. I still have a few little details, but the combining and moving the new site over to LowellAnn.com has been completed. So, yay! Took quite a while, and there were lots of little challenges throughout, for sure. All right, so this morning we thought we would talk about YouTube Shorts. Somehow or other we discovered it. Vivek, I think it was you that saw the first one and sent it to me, and I'm going, what's that? And so we decided to do something that would tell everybody all about it. So I put together a little presentation, which Vivek is going to share. There it is. And I will pull my presentation notes over here. So as you can see, so this is the opening, and where I'm saying I'm sharing the discoveries that I've made. Now, YouTube Shorts are relatively new. So my intent here is to show you how to access what they are, talk about what they are and how to access them and what to do. And then we will have a little discussion at the end about the possible uses for solopreneurs. And I had to add a little comment here that for Vivek, this means that we need to end with our why rather than to start with it. So that's especially for you, Vivek. So now, what are shorts? They are a new short form video experience for creators and artists who want to shoot catchy videos using nothing but their mobile phone. Now, and it does look as though they're still in a bit of a beta situation. This definition that you're seeing here, that I found that just by doing a Google search. So the next slide. So where do you find them? So we did a little bit of a reflector experience so that we could show you what it looks like on your phone. So in this case, what you do is you open your YouTube app on your phone. And when you look down at the very bottom, you can see we've circled where it says Shorts, and you just click on that that button, and that will show you all the shorts that and they'll come rolling through your phone very, very quickly. So there are a few requirements that you need to know about. First of all, you must have a YouTube channel. And I have read a few places where some people have actually created a separate channel just to house all their shorts. I didn't do that, but I have read that you could do that if you wanted to. You can create a short from any device, but it's really much easier to do it from your phone because it's all set up to do that. And the reason it wants to be from your phone, it has to be a vertical format or a square, vertical or square. And the short will be 60 seconds or less. And I'm showing you a YouTube link on this because this is Google's instruction about what a short is and how it all works. So David, I put that there just for you so you can post that link. So the next screen, the next question or the next thing is okay, so how do you create one? So you can see at the bottom of the on the menu, you can see where we've circled the plus sign. That is where you what you hit when you want to create a short. And so the next this screen shows the next thing that shows up. So you have three choices there. You can create a short, go live, or upload a video. So you would create a short, and there are a number of steps within there. You can choose how many. Let me go back. You can choose how many seconds you want. You have to. There's seems to be a couple of choices there. So if you want a 60-second one, you have to kind of switch that, and then. You can set the timer. There's a little button that sets the timer that will give you a countdown, which is helpful. And when you get that countdown screen, there's a button on that, and you just hit the start button, and away you go. And then there's a red button when you want to stop. And I did read somewhere that it was advisable not to try to go right up to the 60 or 60 seconds. That it's a good idea to cut it short a couple or 3 seconds beforehand, because if you're the slightest bit over those 60 seconds, Google's algorithm will reject it. So then there's another button that says next that will tell YouTube to download. Now, a couple of things that I remember from doing this, there were it took a while before it showed up in YouTube. It does show up in YouTube. Once you have done one short in YouTube, it does it all sort of catches up. So now, what else did I find? Oh, I did a bit of research online, which I normally do, And I did find a group of people doing some discussion, and I must admit this discussion might be a little over a year old, but I found that the things that they had to say um, were relevant still. So one guy said, well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to do YouTube shorts? There's a huge demand for them, and we're very short on supply. So that was how this discussion that I visited started. But then somebody else said, well, my thought was they're kind of overrated. Now, like I say, the discussion took place a little over a year ago, so I don't know whether people would say the same thing today or not. Another person said, well, I mean, what people are putting up in Google Shorts, there's no meat to it. There's nothing. Most people, when they're looking to YouTube, they're looking for really good and useful content. So that was somebody else's opinion. There was a lady that said, oh God, this is just another thing that we have to do. Which I thought was interesting. And then somebody else pointed up to the fact that a lot of people were using Google Shorts for humorous things. Stupid things that your dog is doing, or stupid things that the cat and the dog are doing together, or, things that you see out when you're out and about that are stupid. Or humorous or funny or whatever. So that was another piece of opinion. Now, there's a couple of things that I found, a couple of questions that I found elsewhere, and so what we decided was that people wanted to know, does this count for watch time? Well, it doesn't count for watch time, but it counts for the number of views. So if you're looking to increase your views. However, there is no revenue to be gained from doing YouTube Shorts. So now, because I just let Jay in, I just lost my presentation screen. Gordy.
Oh, sure. Blame it on me.
Yeah, it's all your fault. How are you this morning?
I'm well, thank you.
I'm still trying to find my notes here. They're gone. Where did they go? Oh, there. Here we go. Found it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you the short that I created. So Vivek, if you don't mind, would you mind playing the short?
Yeah, I can. I need to.
Can you put the URL in the chat, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Success Circle. I thought since we're talking about YouTube Shorts, I'd better do one. Now you can see I'm using a different background. I thought I would do that just for fun. And you need to know that are just for fun. A lot of them are jokes. But this one is not intended as a joke. So I'm wondering, do you think that this has potential for promoting success circles in the future? I'd really like to hear what you think. Bye for now. David, I'm trying to get that for you.
Did it show up?
Yes, it did.
Did you hear the sound?
Yes, we heard it.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we could move to the next slide, which says, why would we want to view shorts? And do we think there is any potential for business here? So, what do you think, folks?
Well, I'll chime in here. What?
Yeah. By the way, nice to see you, Jay.
Thank you. So YouTube Shorts, I think, is really more for brand than it is for any sort of monetization or any sort of links pointing back to your site. If anything, it provides more traffic to your original YouTube channel or your main videos. So in essence, I do think that it's I think it's a great potential because you can basically do cross-platform advertising, or I'm sorry, platform marketing, because you're using a vertical video. So, and if you think about other social media platforms that have video, they're mostly vertical based, right? So if you did a YouTube short, you can also take that same video and do it as a TikTok. You can do it as an Instagram reel, a Facebook, so across the platform, you can go and do take one video and distribute it across many platforms.
Well, and it's interesting that you said that, because you on that screen, that last screen where I was showing the link, that visual that's there is one that I created just for Pinterest. And so, I immediately thought of Pinterest. Now, Jay, when you talk about TikTok, we had a little conversation about that earlier. There's loads and loads and loads of people doing TikToks, but from what I'm hearing, or that I've read somewhere, that a lot of people are fleeing away from TikTok because it's become meaningless, stupid stuff. That's what I've encountered about TikTok. And what was it, Vivek? You were saying, well, maybe this is YouTube's way of trying to see whether there's any value in doing things.
Yeah.
However, one of the things that popped up for me as I was thinking about that, I mean, Google and other companies as well are trying to create things that that allow you to do almost everything you normally do from your phone. And so this Google Short is, to my mind, fits in with that. So it's interesting that Jay, you were thinking that that it does make sense to try to make use of it. Now, in that silly one that I did not spend a whole lot of time on it because I was busy wanting to finish up my website work that I was working on, but I do know that there are ways to add some text to a Google short or a YouTube short. So there may be some ways to make a good marketing use of it. But I was that Jay, what you said is exactly why I thought it would be interesting for us to talk about this, because I think that if you got something on a regular basis that you're promoting, and you were able to do just a nice little short promotion, I don't see why it wouldn't increase your traffic. So, any other thoughts? Or go ahead, Jay.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to give you like a potential scenario of using your regular YouTube and shorts. So, for example, like let's say I do a YouTube video saying like the best Windsor knot ties for beginners, and there's a list of say 3 different ones, and so my video is like, hey, my name is Jay. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 best Windsor knot ties for beginners. Tie number 1, and I go through the videos, and this is the normal YouTube video, so it ends up being like 8 minutes long or something. And so then I can create 3 YouTube shorts or even 4 featuring each of those products. So the YouTube short would be, hey, my name is Jay, and in today's short, I'm going to show you this Pierre Cardin tie and how you can use it as a Windsor knot tie. Show it up, boom, done. If you want to see the full video, head over to my channel and watch my latest video. Yeah. Boom, done. And then I do the 2 others. Yeah. Scenario for like Dave. Dave's doing, hey, my name is Dave, and today I'm going to show you this beautiful house in Michigan. It features all this and this and this. Again, videos about 8 minutes long. Shorts could be like, hey, are you looking for a bathroom that has a vaulted ceiling? Check this out. Hey, for the full video, go check out my YouTube channel, see my latest thing. Something like that. Yeah. So it's almost like a fragmented piece of an original video to entice them to go see the original video. Yeah. Almost like little mini commercials to get them to go to your... That's
exactly the way I was looking at that. So are you interested in YouTube Shorts? Come and join us and hear our discussion about how to make use of it. Boom. So, yeah. So, Vivek, what about you? I mean, do you see any value in making use of shorts? And if you want to go back to our full screen, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me start with why Google is doing it. They find a lot of competition from TikTok. Mm-hmm. So they want to do something which would bring they want to explore whether this same format works on YouTube. That's what they're trying to see. Mm-hmm. So since they are trying to do that, it also means that people who have not really been successful so far in attracting more traffic can become successful with probably a few shorts. Mm-hmm. Because Google itself is going to promote them.
Yeah.
Without any cost to you. So why not?
Yeah, and now that the I actually did 2. The first one I decided I didn't like, so I removed it and did the second one. And after the upload time passed, etc., now when I go into my YouTube, there is a section in there that shows all my shorts. I don't think you need to create a new channel to do shorts. You can just they're in there almost like a separate playlist almost. And so I mean I just think that I really see a lot of potential here. I do. David, how do you react?
Well, like Jay said, it was just what I was thinking is that when I do a video for a listing and I make the video, that I do a couple shorts that I can go across platforms and direct them to the video, which in turn directs them to the website for the listing, which in turn directs them to contacting me to see the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to advertise.
Yeah.
I think it's another way. Whether it takes off 100%, I don't know, because there's a lot of humor in it, and people are getting tired of the humor, I guess. Like TikTok, like you said, people are leaving TikTok. So, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Well, here's my opinion. I'm sick and tired of looking at dog and cat videos. I am so sick of them I could screech.
But one of the things I have noticed is the YouTube shorts that you end up seeing are typically they all depend on what you have been watching. So if you have been watching a lot of videos for one particular subject, you are more likely to see shorts
Yeah.
on that subject.
Similar ones. Yeah.
Similar ones.
Yeah.
But beware, if you find a short which shows you a cat doing something funny, don't click on it. If you do, probably the next few videos will be
Yes.
cat.
Yes. That's the algorithm doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You click something and then you'll get 10 more of them. So before you click, think.
And I'm just remembering another little piece of advice I stumbled on and forgot to put in the presentation was the idea that your short has to have a title, and they were suggesting a hashtag that says YouTube short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was one thing I forgot to mention. Fred, what do you think?
I have a question. How do people find your short? What does the algorithm look at? Do you have to put in some information about your shorts so that it can find you? Jay probably knows that.
That's been a question of mine because I haven't seen my short show up, but I don't have that many viewers. So that's a very good question. How does one promote their short? Any ideas, Jay?
Yep. So shorts is 100% mobile, meaning that you will only see shorts on a mobile device. Okay. So and on the YouTube platform. So, and it really is not dependent, but heavily influenced based on how many subscribers you have or how many people are following you. Because you're not going to necessarily see a lot of shorts like randomly unless you're kind of in this discovery area in YouTube. It's also going to be based off of your user behavior. So for example, Fred, if you watch a lot of, like, let's say sailing videos then on YouTube, and then you go to your YouTube app on your phone, chances are you'll see sailing shorts. So it's very much dependent on, your search intent, your user behavior, and how many people you have following you for your existing channel. And that's why I mentioned that it's beneficial to someone like Dave, where he might have a following of people who are interested in buying a home, and they can go see Dave's shorts. Go see Dave's shorts in Michigan. that'll be the marketing message.
So is the
That would
answer,
work really well, except for I'm in Illinois.
so is the answer to this, my question, you don't put anything in the short, it's depending on what your channel uh, viewers are. They're the ones that are going to see it. And then that has been decided that you're a sailor and you're doing it. So you don't say, hey, here's about my sailing. I don't start with shorts about sailing. I have a YouTube channel that's about sailing, and then it'll find my shorts. Is that sort of the way it works?
Yeah, there are also some advanced parameters where if one knows how to search shorts, shorts is also if you put a hashtag shorts in your kind of your title and your description. So if I did like hashtag shorts space sailing, that chances are I would see then you know YouTube shorts on sailing. So that's basically, so that would be the one kind of advanced search intent. Otherwise it's all basic. It's like crowdsourced, you know, it's dependent on what other people are doing that are, which increase the likelihood of people finding you. And I do think that's going to change, and it's going to be they are going to, I think, put more search intent as time goes by. The YouTube right now is very much heavily marketing YouTube shorts. I gave so at the end of the year I always give kind of predictions as to what's going to happen, and one of my predictions was YouTube shorts is really going to start to explode in terms of popularity and use, because as what LowellAnn was saying, how people are leaving Twitch, you know, the novelty is over, so they always fall back to the parent, which is, you know, they're going home to the parents, which is YouTube. So, you know,
Yeah.
they've tried LA, you know, they got eaten up and swallowed, and now they're heading home back to YouTube.
But
So
once your short is up on YouTube, you do get a link, and you could easily post that link into Pinterest and Keen and various other places. You can, but you know, I mean, as that one person said, yeah, it's one more thing you got to do.
yeah, but that link doesn't say anything about I'm doing sailing videos. So it's in Pinterest, but how's Pinterest going to know it's a sailing video?
Well, you have a you saw the video, the visual that I created. That's the cover for your board. So it would say
What would say? What would say
the
that this
cover,
is
the visual that you create for your board, for your pin.
Okay, all right. I'm not familiar with Pinterest, because if I just post a sailing video into Pinterest, do I have to have a Pinterest account? Then it knows
Yes.
I'm a sailor.
Yes.
Okay.
You need
All right. So come back to this.
you need to have a Pinterest account, and yeah.
You have a description, you have a title that you could put, and you can put that information in there plus the link. It just doesn't take the link and force you to only use the link. It gives you the ability to add stuff, and you also have a photo that you can put up. You can put videos on there too, can't you, Jay?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could even post that video.
So you're talking about Pinterest now. So okay, yeah. I'm starting to get it. The other thing that came to mind, which I don't think is appropriate, is there's a lady by the name of Vanessa Van Edwards, who's often about how you appear and she often said, just shoot a short video and send that message to people. Now that's not what this is for. There's other ways of shooting short videos, and just attach it to your email or whatever and said, hey.
The YouTube app itself on your phone gives you a lot of facilities to create the YouTube short. So that becomes a tool for you to create the no that we showed, Jay. But when you go into the tool, that tool itself gives you facilities where you can add things and do a bit of editing within the tool itself. So
but I wouldn't shoot if I wanted to send a message to LowellAnn, and it was a video message. I wouldn't use YouTube Shorts. I would use something else. I would just shoot a video and attach that to my
Yeah,
message.
yeah.
That's different to this. Okay, because I was thinking what Vanessa von Edwards said. You can just shoot that. Okay. Now, my other thoughts are, it's like TikTok is so successful now. Everybody's trying to emulate it because they said, "Hey, everybody, this is fantastic." Now, people,
That's exactly what I said. Google is trying to
yes,
see
and the same with
repeat the
Facebook.
success of TikTok.
Yeah, and the same with Facebook, and the same with all the others saying, "Hey." Now, I believe that some people make money on TikTok. Is that correct? Because they're very popular. Now, I heard, if I'm not mistaken, that there's a few people in Canada, and I think it was TikTok they were talking about, who are very successful with TikTok, but there's no pay for them. It's only the Americans are getting paid for TikTok, not the Canadians. Not yet, anyway. Now, it might be something else, but
Oh,
I think Fred's
connection.
his connection just failed. Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the things we found out about YouTube Shorts is that there are no ads and you can't make money off them.
Fred, we lost last bit of your what you were saying. We couldn't hear. Your
Okay,
video
yeah.
was frozen. So
my YouTube is, sorry, my internet's not so good. My main point is that in some cases, people were making money on TikTok in the United States, but people were not making it in Canada. They don't pay yet, anyway. Now, there are people who, well, I don't look at TikTok because it's a rabbit hole, and I hate rabbit holes. I looked at Facebook on the,
oh,
He's frozen again. Right. So yes, your point is well made, Fred. Everyone has a rabbit hole attached.
yes. And then if you watch that one, you watch all the other ones. Same like cat videos. Now you watch guys showing off their fancy cars or their fancy houses, or and that drives me crazy because I'm anti-consumer, and there's so much consumerism in what I saw that it drove me crazy too. That I swore off. I'm not going to watch any of those either, like the cat videos.
You just got to be careful about when something flies by and you get a little itch of curiosity. Don't go there, because if you click on it, you're going to see a whole lot more of it.
So as far as using this to market, I agree. I mean, I like what Jay said. It could say, hey, because they are your followers now on YouTube, they will get a short, which will, it's like, what do they call it in the movie when you see a short? It's the
trailer.
Trailer. So it's like a trailer. You can make trailers for your videos that you want people to watch.
Yeah.
And your followers will follow. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Right. Well, thank you for your input, and I'm looking at our clock and thinking we've probably covered almost everything there is to say about shorts. So I thank you all for participating, and I want to remind you it's important to do what you love with passion. And what are we going to talk about next week? Well, I just discovered there's a new meeting room called Butter. So I might just we might just go in and tell you a little bit more about Butter.
No need to butter us up for that. I'm sure we'll all attend.
So having said that, we'll see you all next week.